Welcome back, everybody. I'm Hades on holiday, and this is the Pokemon Scarlet Surprise Trade Only Nuzlocke. Hey, you wanna be crazy? Let's do some recap. After telling Rika we were fully okay with being a stepdad, we moved to Glaciato for the final gym badge. Nimona intercepted us to stare lovingly at the thought of further violence. And then it was finally time to prove our worth as a Pokemon master by slowly sliding down a hill, way past cool. With our arbitrary worthiness proven and the local hikers' continued refusal to share their shoulder routine, the time had finally come to face down Sad Boy McWhatgender. And effortlessly dodging by panic, we were able to light up the battlefield. He's just hot, it's not confusing. But we didn't make it out of this without a few close calls. Why does a crotch bear know earthquake? Admittedly, I should have known that the big whale would know the water move, but I was still surprised and scared, okay? But when Grusha sent out his ace, we were able to take down Fluff the Magic Dragon with ease. We beat his ass so bad that Equinox finally took off his fedora, his final form, and we secured our 8th and last gym badge. Okay, he is pretty cute, but whatever. And after a brief conversation with Nimona and God, the time had come to challenge Team Star Power Twink Ortega. And that's where we are now, so like and subscribe and stuff, you know, girls gotta eat. Check out the Discord, we're fun. Maybe leave a comment saying which of these eccentric Team Star rich kids is your favorite. For me, it's probably still the Lord of the Boots. Wherever she is, she's angry. All right, let's get to it. Well. Before I go do the Rukba squad, let's do a little bit of fighting. Equinox, you need a little bit of beefing up. I need a new job? Girl, I understand. Maybe working at the Pokemon Center near here would be more fun than my current job. They don't require you to dye your hair pink for the Pokemon Center, or do they just choose clones? I don't know. You should try breaking into it, Esther. That could be fun. Metacham. All right. Well, I don't think there's any super effectiveness going on, but I am going to destroy you. Well, that kind of sorted itself, huh, didn't it? Gotta go heal your Pokemon. You could get the employee discount and free healthcare if you go work there. Let's go to the North Paldean Sea. Here we are. All right, Finizen. You're very weak. I feel confident in beating you up. Let's Shadow Sneak. Oh, that was almost, oh boy. How anticlimactic would that be on the 4th remaining encounter that we just crit Finizen to death? I should just start throwing balls at these guys before I even try to attack them. I'm like 10 levels above you. What was I thinking? Yeah, well, thank goodness. We gotta kill some fairies, all right? I thought they did nice things, they don't. Come on, let's do it. We gotta beat Ortega. Come on. It's a Cubchoo. We got a baby crotch bear. If a Cubchoo lacks dangling snot, there's a chance it's sick. It's supposed to look like this. All right, I do not want to begin another surprise trade. No more, so full, couldn't touch another bite. This is looking tricky and or dicky. I like how they have these big Jersey walls up with the Christmas lights and the traffic cones, and then there's just like a little hoppable fence right here. As if this does anything that would like keep anyone out. And then when you hop in, they just say, excuse me, if you're gonna go through the front door, we'll let you in, but we just do that because otherwise it really messes with our mojo. All right, so we have a couple of options. Little dende. I will say this to you and your little flower friend. I assume that you guys go on adventures together and are the best of friends. Please listen closely. So we can just go in there, guns a-blazing, hoping for the best, or we can do a little nippity nip over to the North Province Area 1, possibly 2, and get our encounters, which we have the access to get, and then hope that we can get somebody that can help us with Ortega. I'd like to save the Cassowaria Lake one until we get to the False Dragon Titan, but let's see what we can't do. All right, let's do it. Well, North Province Area 1, here we are. If you feel like I'm missing an encounter, pop it into the comments because I am desperate. You're very defensive. Let's get one more Shadow Sneak in here. But oh my gosh! Are you stressed? Don't be. I'll be stressed for the both of us. 1 wiggle, 2 wiggle. They're fast wiggles. Switch. We're good. Poison type, steel type. Come on. It's a Mareep. All right. At one point, I would have been excited to get a Mareep. This is not one of those times. Let's just keep this gravy train a-moving. All right, North Province, Area 2. Let's just throw an Ultra Ball at you, see what we can't get. Here we go, 1 wiggle. 2, yes, critical capture! The surprise trade only Nuzlocke is running out of surprise trades, then it's only a Nuzlocke. This is one of our final surprise trades. We need somebody to fight fairy type, or we're gonna have to get a little bit more creative than that. Okay, let's do it. Spidops to DX. All right, DX. Let's do it. Come on, what do we got? What do we got? Big bucks, no, yes, okay, that's not helpful this time around. But we do have the fighting type fight coming around, so a Ralts is not that bad of a call. All right, that's not a boon right now, but Ralts is actually a pretty good one to have on hand. Ralts actually will be quite the destroyer of the fighting type starbase, so let's keep this little Ralts in our hearts and minds, and I think it deserves a name. I think we're gonna call this little Ralts a boy named Sue. I think that's an appropriate name for a male Gardevoir, because I think that's what we're gonna go for rather than the Gallade. All right, a boy named Sue, Sue for short. Welcome to the team. All right, everyone, I have a crazy harebrained idea that I need a little off-screen time to work on, but you know, I'm a dramatic bitch and I love myself some reveals and some cliffhangers, so you just wait. I got something in store. Later. All right, the time has come, the walrus said, to go beat up a bunch of children. So now I've got the team lined up in some new ways, and we're gonna beat the crap out of Ortega, the Rukba squad. It's so tantalizing that you're here in the Rukba squad, but I'm not gonna count you as an encounter. I feel like that's kind of cheating, because you don't spawn here, you just wander in. All right, hey Clive, you're here too, that's fine. Code Red, Operation Starfall Alert. I'm glad that the verbiage is catching on. I'm glad that everybody knows what our plan is. I'm sure they're all on like a Discord server where they chat about this, like, oh, hey, yeah, you know, Hades beat me. Oh, he beat me too. Oh, he's probably coming for you next because you're the next strongest and he has Google. He knows what level we are. Let's do it. All right, time to play the least engaging part of the game. Here we go. Come on, quackers. You guys can see that I brought Quixote back into the mix. That's right, we don't have any steel types, we don't have any poison types, but we do have a pile of fire types. We are lousy with fire types, so I know that fire resists fairy. So we've also got some Gardevoirs going on, which Quixote might actually end up being kind of clutch for because the fairy psychic combo eliminates the dark, eliminates the dark weakness. And so Ghost is really your prime situation. So Quixote also, man, I just absolutely love the boy as a starter. Fuecoco top-notch little boy and turns into a top-notch big boy. Wow, the frame rate really can't handle all of these Pokemon. All right, well, this isn't a slow frame rate. What this is slow motion combat. They did it in the Matrix and you guys loved it so much. I don't know what your problem is with it here. This is very much the same thing. It speaks a lot about some deep metaphorical subjects, like what if things were slow? This is pretty much on par cinematically with that entire, well, this is at least on par with the Matrix 1. Don't you dare compare this to the Matrix 2 and 3, which I honestly went back and watched and they're fun. It's hard to match the majesty of the first one, which is a little hokey by today's standards. But hey, it really answered the question, what if everything was slow? And I think that Pokemon is being brave in the fact that it's asking that question again, but in the same way. You know what I'm saying? It's brave to do something the same again. I feel like that's something that we don't give them credit for. Hold on, guys, I'm gonna find a vending machine because Quixote has a sliver of health missing and I absolutely have all of the time in the world. Do you guys not have vending machines here in Fairyland? Is Jigglypuff floating? Does Jigglypuff do that? Is that what Jigglypuff do? All right, I'm nice and refreshed. I just realized that there's a give up button, which is about the funniest thing I've ever seen. But I imagine if I show up and I decide that my party is like not the right composition, that's something I could use in slow motion. Oh, you're the one, Neo. Get it, 30, yes! Okay, I'm nervous as all get out, but I think we can handle Ortega. Our defenses are breached, it's all up to the boss now. I may have given Ortega a voice in a flashback, but we're gonna give him a new one because I think I've got one that'll be good for him. Yes, the entrance, oh, it's so glam, so Lisa Frank. Look how cute this is. This is cute as heck, man. Your big pink car. Oh, Ortega. Look at you, you little twink, let's do it. All right, so I need a voice that's gonna carry the kind of ephemeral style and glory that Ortega carries. So we're gonna make him Werner Herzog. So you're Hades, okay. Talk about underwhelming. I was expecting someone, I don't know, a little bit more beefed up. Okay, he likes himself a big boy. Well, whatever, I don't care who you are. Not like I'm going to lose to you anyway. If you think fairy types are all about cuteness, you're in for a nasty surprise. Now let me show you the babies. All right, let's do it. Ortega, you fly as fuck. Let's go, my dude. Oh, and you use luxury balls. Oh, I love the flavor. All right, Azumarill, that's right. We got quackers in front because I've got so many fire types stacked into this team right now. I promise I'll play nice, so don't blame me when this battle sends you blubbering back home. I don't think that that's going to be the case. I'll be dead if I lose. Then I'll just be in the ground. So I did go and teach Quackers Psychic. So I think Quackers is going to be able to handle Azumarill if I can just Psychic it down. And I've got my Quick Claw. That's right. I don't think Azumarill's particularly fast to start, but hopefully this can do enough damage. Oh, Azumarill, you're so beefy. Play rough. Ooh, okay. So this is right off the bat not looking good. Oopsie. Did you just realize how outmatched you are? If you want to give up, now's the time. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch out. All right, so we're gonna get Mimikyu in here. Hopefully, no matter what, my trap card is gonna get activated. I think we're gonna still be okay. I was really hoping the Quackers could do a little bit more to Azumarill, but I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles. All right, come on, Mimikyu. Play rough? That's okay. We can handle a play rough. The disguise is activated. I think fairy on fairy damage is neutral, so I am a little worried about that. Let's get a wood hammer going, though. Yes. All right, here we go. I don't know why I didn't do this right off the fucking bat. Okay, but this does kind of eliminate Pikachu for now because that's gonna do a lot of recoil damage. Okay, we're okay, but I'm Wigglytuff. Now our grand strategy starts to come to fruition now that we've got Wigglytuff out here. All right, Wigglytuff, you're goddamn adorable, and I'm sad that I don't have one of you because I was very stupid at the beginning of this, but I think that all we need to do is just use our strongest stuff. I think Wigglytuff is pretty special defensive. Nope, I guess not enough. Okay, you're burned. This is excellent. All we need to do is stay the course. All right, Wigglytuff, we're taking you down. Charm, that's fine. Lower my physical attack all you want. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, huh? How about that? Your charm has no effect on me that has any tangible reaction to the actual real world. How about that? How do you feel about that, Wigglytuff? I don't think you're gonna have a lot of time to process because I'm using Flamethrower on you. How do you like that? Oh, not very much, I imagine. Yeah, that's right, you're fainting. I'm heated. I'm very heated right now. I've got too many fire types on the team. Doxbun. Doxbun has an ability that it absorbs fire type moves, I think. So let's switch. All right, everyone, let's take a ride on the Coal Train, baby. Introducing our little roly-coly evolved. Let's do it. Giving him the name Coal Train because that character from Gears of War, I guess, had some sticking power on me. Let's do it. So let's get an Iron Head off here. So this is my entire strategy. I'm putting it all here. So we're gonna Iron Head, Crunch. That shouldn't do very much. Yes, we are so defensive. Let's get an Iron Head off. That's super. Doxbun, how long have you been this beefy? Are you serious? All right, let's Iron Head. Mud Slap. No. Okay, well, that's quad. My accuracy's down, though. All right, let's Iron Head. Okay. I don't like the fact that you brought my accuracy down, but I think we can still do this. All right, come on, Coal Train. Revavroom. This is the moment. We've got all of our fire types ripping and raring to go. Misty Surge. All right, mist swirled around the battlefield. Okay, here we go. I think it's just a matter of doing Iron Head. If I terrastalize, I'm terrastalizing Rock, which is going to eliminate all of my weaknesses and my entire strategy for raising up Steel Roller. That's okay. We resist that. Just neutral. The mist disappeared. Okay. Let's use Iron Head. I think we got it's gonna miss. Okay. I think what I need to do is just stay the course. Confuse Ray? You tricksy little hobbit. How dare you do that? Don't make Coal Train punch himself in the face. Come on. You got this. Don't confuse yourself. You got the eye of the tiger. You're covered in coals. Come on. Yes. Yes, hits. It's a miss. Oh, this is brutal. Let's get a Hyper Potion on Coal Train before we do our switch, just so I can keep him a little bit more clean when he switches back in here. And clearly he doesn't have a big way of magical torque. Yeah, he's gotten absolutely nothing on me. Okay, so let's see. What if because I'm absolutely shredding it here, maybe I'm just gonna do, if you can mess with this, maybe I'm gonna mess with this. I'm gonna X accuracy. Why not? X accuracy all the way, baby. If you're gonna smokescreen me, I'm gonna give hard drugs to my little Coal Train. All right, so hopefully I can snap out of the confusion. Magical torque. We are just tanking this. Come on, baby. Come on, Coal Train. Let's do it. Come on. Yes! Iron Head. Oh, that's gonna take so much time to do, but I think we're okay. Iron Head again. Magical Torque, we can do it. We can put up with these. Man, oh yes, we got this. Please, snap out of your confusion, my guy. It's been lasting so long. Don't hit yourself. Yes, Iron Head. Oh yes, we have got this. Rookba Starmobile. Come on, don't spin out. Oh, what does that even do? Okay, nothing too much. All right, speed harshly fell. All right, we are still confused. Okay, come on, get that Iron Head. Yes, yes. Okay, super effective. Man, this is so brutal. Okay, I'm gonna probably do one more Iron Head. Snapped out of the confusion. Let's get the Iron Head off. Yes! Okay, boy, this is good. Come on, Coltrane. Spin out all you want, man. Ooh, okay, I think Coltrane's done all he needs to do. Let's get Charmy out here. I think he's gonna resist the steel and the fairy moves that he's got. Let's do it. Come on, Charmy, let's finish this. All right, spin out, that should be not very effective. Yes. All right, come on, let's take down Werner Herzog. I haven't seen enough of his movies to care. Flamethrower! Yes! Take that! Take that, you famed director and partial actor! Yes, who received a certain amount of more popularity and just kind of memeability through the entirety of The Mandalorian. Take that! Take that, Ortega! Yeah, stomp all you want. Woo! Oh, yes. Oh, Coltrane is truly a monster to behold. Ugh, how could I lose? What the heck? Well, I guess we're gonna think about it. About a half year ago. Ah, what the heck? Here's my Hades flashback predictions, is that this entire thing is just gonna say, Ortega was the mechanic of the crew. I think that's all we're gonna learn. Your toy car didn't budge an inch, huh? I told you, it's not a toy. It's called the Starmobile. And I was up all night building it. Problem's clearly you're not giving it enough juice. You designed this thing to be powered by 2 Charcadet, but it's just too heavy. Aery's coming up next. We need a good voice for Aery, but my poor ailing throat. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Ooh, yeah, that's such a shame. I wanted to see the looks on our bullies' faces once we got it moving. Snap into a Slim Jim. I gotta go from Hulk Hogan back to Werner Herzog. Give me a second here. I'm sorry. I really thought it would work. Come, good fellows, 'tis no occasion for melancholy. Why, to make such a remarkable contraption by thine own hand, genius, thy name is Ortega. Yes, well, there's no point if it doesn't work, is there? If I knew all that effort would have zero payout, I just asked mother to buy a car for us. They are rich kids. Confirmed. See, this is why people don't take you seriously. You say some stupid things, you know that? What? Mela, cool it, would ya? Yeah, how about no? We even put in this code for crying out loud. When we started Team Star, we swore to quit relying on our parents' bags of cash, double confirmed rich kids, to fix our problems for us. Or did you forget? Ellipsis. 3 of them. If that hunk of junk doesn't move, get it moving. If we're short on juice, just crank up the power somehow. Doesn't take a genius, man. Ooh, that's easy for you to say, Melly. Do you have an actual plan? Yep, I'm gonna train my Charcadet and have them evolve. Their boosted firepower will get the Starmobile moving, no sweat. But the hour of operation is nigh at hand. Will you succeed in time? Oh, I'll get it done. There she goes. Ooh, Melly, wait! Snap into a Slim Jim first. That's about my reference level for Hulk Hogan. You know, Mela shoots her mouth off an awful lot, but she means well. I know. Gah. This sucks. Okay, that was the flashback, is that you had trouble making them? It still sucks. This sucks. I hate myself for losing, but I also can't get over how awesome you were in that battle. If any of us squad bosses are defeated, that means we have to step down, and going against our code would make a traitor to the team. Gah, fine. Not like I have a choice anyway, so take the badge already. You'd better treat it with the respect it deserves. I guess we like each other now. He's like, you know, after the heat of battle is gone, I feel like we're basically reskins of each other. I'm just a slightly pinker version with a little bit more flair. I know I was able to change my clothes. I'm sorry that you're unable to, but maybe, to go to like an IHOP and kind of discuss type matchups. You want to hang out? I have only a few friends, and we don't hang out because we all hang out in our own little star bases. It kind of defeats the purpose of kind of the unity that we had, and we all hang out in our bases. We have a Discord server, but I miss hanging out in real life. We do remote D&D these days, but there's nothing that really matches like rolling the dice on the table. You know, I'll let you get on with your adventure, but let's hang out. You know, you'd play Dungeons and Dragons? Later. I'm not done yet. Here's my favorite TM2. Feel free to marvel at how awesome it is. I'm starting to go a little Taika Waititi in there. A little Taika Waititi. Dazzling Gleam. The user damages opposing Pokemon by emitting a powerful flash of fierceness. And just so you know, you are the worst, like the most annoying person ever. I really hate you, but I get it, you're super strong. I'll admit that much, even busted up my Starmobile. He's still managing to be full of himself. Ah, young Master Ortega, would you like to have an emotional scene with me where we kind of wrap up your kind of little arc so we can forget about you forever? Mr. Harrington, I guess it's time for my piano lesson, huh? It's honestly cute as dick that he still takes piano lessons. Like, he still wants to learn. These kids want to learn. I feel like the education system that I think that this piano teacher was the head of failed them. As it happens, I just lost my boss title, so I'm all good to head on home. Actually, a different matter brought me. There's someone I'd like you to meet. He's a hip young teen. He's got his finger to the pulse of what's cool. I heard he was like 14. Everyone, it's Clive. He's a distant acquaintance of mine. Oh, you guys know each other. Okay, that would stand to reason because he's the old headmaster. But somehow you guys aren't communicating about what's gone on in the previous administration? What the hell, guys? Clearly the old headmaster loved these crazy Scooby-Doo-esque theatrics and just didn't do them right. He's like, the problem wasn't any of my policies or how I handled bullying, it's that I didn't dress like a teenager to try to reach them on their level. The name's Clive. Okay. What's your business here, strange man with the pompadour? I want to tell you something. You're the son of a wealthy family. Rich kids, triple confirmed, rich kids, that's how they got these cars. Even though you didn't want your mom to buy you a car, who bought you the parts, right? Confirmed. You're the son of a wealthy family and heir to the major apparel company. So, oh, there it is. So why join a group like Team Star? What a question to ask someone you've just met. I love that he has a cane. Ortega's just serving. I think that that's all I can really say here. The cane, the chains, the little boots, he's serving. What a question to ask someone you just met. Well, my answer's the same as everybody else in the team. It's 'cause I was being bullied. So the Academy really did have an issue with bullying. Clive, are you the kind of guy that doesn't really understand that something's happening until 5 people tell you at the same time? Clive-L, look at me. The fact that bullying existed was not only like what caused Team Star to go, and this is like a known issue. It was on all of their social media profiles as well as the previous administration. There had to be records that this has gone down. Yes, the Academy really had bullying, Clive. Thank you for realizing this now when we're almost done with the goddamn game. Who would guess, right? I would. Whoever had any information would guess. It's a very educated guess. It was clear from the beginning that bullying was a problem. The school is all rainbows and butterflies these days, except for the bullying that Team Star is doing. Yeah! I'm filled with rage and confusion, and the confusion just builds back into the rage, making more rage and more confusion. All right, I'm just gonna get back into the story here. And the bullies from back then don't even go to the academy anymore. Why? What happened to them? Do you think that the previous head of the administration would know? As the former director of the academy, I believe I am the best positioned to answer that question. Perhaps you are, Mr. Grossly Incompetent Man. Mr. Harrington. About 18 months ago, the members of Team Star confronted the students who used to bully them. And an altercation, you didn't have this conversation when Clavel took over? That's the height of unprofessionalism, Harrington. The only way I can view this as not an extreme plot hole is that this Harrington fellow is so grossly incompetent that they didn't even leave a sticky note on the desk when they left, and they're just like, it's your school now, bitch. Like, I cannot understand this. Confronted the students who used to bully them. An altercation broke out between the groups. Though it did not escalate into a major incident, the altercation nonetheless caused a scandal of hitherto unknown proportions. As a result of what occurred that day, the students who had perpetrated the bullying dropped out of the academy one after another. So Team Star's initial goal worked, but yes. Okay, here we've got down to the meat of the issue, but there aren't any records of that anywhere in the academy. No, I should imagine not. I burned them. Took the ashes and scattered them to sea because, I don't know, that was in the company policy. My former deputy deleted all the records of the incident, you see. He took the copies and he shredded those and he burned those and he scattered those copies to sea. It's all in the employee manual. Did you not read this? Why would anyone do that? Just as I was puzzling over how best to deal with Team Star in the aftermath of the incident, a certain student came to see me. The student declared that they would take all responsibility for the team's actions. In exchange, that they requested that I exonerate the other students of Team Star from any blame. Okay, we're coming to you, Ortega. We have a lot to unpack here. No one told me that. I accepted the request and agreed not to take disciplinary action against Team Star. Then I assigned 18 months of overseas study to the student who took responsibility for the team. A year and a half studying abroad? This was not intended as punishment, you understand. Team Star were victims after all. I wanted this student to take time to rest, so I had them return home to the Galar region, under the pretext of overseas study. Around that time, however, the former deputy director took it upon himself to erase all traces of the incident from the Academy's tracers. Okay, so you had some, like, crazy wild agent go in and do that? It appears his intent was to shield himself from any blame. So he tried to cover up the whole thing? That's terrible. After we discovered what he'd done, I dealt with him appropriately, of course, but I didn't create any new records so that future workers could do anything about it. I just felt like we did enough. I was bored. I wanted to go play Fortnite. But the inability of myself and the rest of the teaching staff to prevent this terrible act also represented a grave blunder on our part. I accepted the blame that lay at my feet and resigned from the position as director. Not a sticky note to leave behind. The rest of the teaching staff then joined me in handing in their notices. Wow, everybody just resigned over this. So that's why the current teachers were all brought in a year and a half ago. Yes, pretty suspect, you might say. I understand my actions have caused you a great deal of trouble. Yes, a whole quest line's worth of trouble, Harrington, could have been solved with a sticky note. All you did was hamstring anyone that took over to be able to handle the ramifications of this large-scale fallout. You big old dingus. You have my sincere apologies. Hang on, Mr. Harrington. How come you suddenly decided to talk about this now? It's awfully convenient and kind of frustrating. Young Master Ortega, Team Star cannot carry on in its current fashion. It's been like this for a while, my dude. They haven't gone to school for a year. You've been, what? What? I merely wish to give you a chance to chart a better course. There's just no way I'm abandoning my friends and going to school without them. Not after we've come this far. Your friends in Team Star must mean a great deal to you. Yes, they're your greatest treasure. Isn't that obvious? It's 'cause you know they're my greatest treasure in the whole world. All right. Well, I'm frustrated as heck. Rototototo. I need to take a goddamn drink of water because I know Solid Snake is coming. I need to be honest about this on main. I am a beverage goblin. I need 2 or 3 beverages at any given time. So I'm gonna coffee up and then I'm gonna water up. But we're gonna be ready. We're gonna do this voice. Is this the ASMR we want? I don't want to do that one. Sounds like a grosser noise. Let me just get into character. Gray Fox, Metal Gear. Gray Fox, Metal Gear. All right, Hades, it's me. I take it Ortega handed over his star badge to you then. That's correct. I see. With its boss no longer around, the Ruckbus squad is as good as finished. Even Ortega. One more. I'm sorry. We're almost there. Just one boss left. The operation's been a huge success thanks to you, Hades. Yep, I'm really the only one that's getting stuff done here. Do you know the Harrington stuff? Did you know that Harrington was just grossly incompetent and just because somebody like shredded some papers, he was like, oh, out of my hands. Like, clearly he had some bad players that were trying to shirk blame, but like the entire staff knew. They could have just drafted a new document and fired the person that did that kind of shady stuff. But do you know that this like incompetence all around here, Cassiopeia? Do you know about any of this? No, that's fine. And Clive has also performed admirably as your support in the sense that he's here, you know, he showed up. That's nice. I remember him saying you're acquaintances. Have you known each other long? As long as I've been in the school. Yeah, I guess so. Well, he's clearly a reliable friend. He almost reminds me of the gang back in the day. Back in the... Ah! Which gang? What are you talking about, Castle Apple-Aparama? As you know, Team Star was formed by a group of students who were bullied at school. Shortly after forming the team, these students, none other than the squad bosses themselves, confronted their bullies head-on. Yes, we just figured this out. The outcome was a resounding victory for Team Star. Though you could hardly call it a contest, they kicked the shit out of those guys. The bullies didn't even put up a fight. They all bolted from battle the first chance they got, scared spitless at Team Star. The bullies then dropped out of school one after another. We bullied them so hard back, they dropped out. Sounds like a win in my book. Cycle of violence, I don't know what you're talking about. And Team Star ended up the villains of the story. But that's neither here nor there. Forget I mentioned it, or the fact that I said that I kind of implied that I was part of it by saying the gang. Now about your reward, I'll transfer some LP over to your phone as promised. Thank you for the crypto crawling in my phone. I forget that I have this money. Make good use of those TMs.
They should help you take down the last remaining boss. My supply unit rep will be along to give you your bonus reward. Snake out.
Here I am. Oh, my bicycle boy loves you, Penny. I don't even need to know how the backpack stays on. Go on then, keep your secrets. Stay in the Pokeball for once, will you? Oh, come on. Look at this. Who would not love a gigantic, dangerously sized reptile licking them in the face? I'd love it. Oh, he tuckered himself out. Wow, Team Star went through all that, huh? They wanted the bullies to go away, but then they became the bad guys in everyone's eyes. What a joke. The students, the teachers, they're all so messed up. Honestly, Penny, I'm kind of with you. I feel like the students were really the only ones that were just fully failed here. Even the bullies were fully failed. No one like tried to talk to them to try to like get some kind of like reconciliation going. This is just so much a failure to these students. If even one of them had just been paying attention when everyone was getting bullied, they'd have been able to tell right away that Team Star wasn't the one in the wrong. But I guess Big Boss was the one who urged everyone to face their bullies despite knowing how messed up the academy is. What a massive idiot! Creating Team Star and just hoping their plan would miraculously work. You really think so, buddy? I'm sure of it. Well, here's your reward. Here's some clippings of Pokemon. Take it. This just falls off of them when you punch them. The next boss is the very last one. We're counting on you, Hades. All right, goodbye. All right, that's all the time we've got for this episode, everyone, but I will see you all in the next episode. All aboard the Coal Train, baby. Let's go.